while ago, I did a recording where I spoke about people being on the social standing ladder, or more accurately, the financial standing ladder. In that video, I spoke about the tendency of everyone on that ladder, no matter where you were on that ladder, even if you were right at the top. By now, you would have started to experience exactly what I meant when I spoke about having to step down a rung every now and again. And I am certain that by now, there are some of you who have reached the bottom rung, or have had to take that final step off the ladder into uncertainty, poverty, and who knows what else. Because I think that what I said then will be more easily understood now, I decided to talk a little bit more about where this country is going and how it is going to affect you and your lifestyle in the very near future. Before I carry on, I'd like to give you a few statistics. Did you know that by the end of May this year, already 10% of all businesses in South Africa had shut down? I'm not just talking about little corner cafes and one-man shows. No, I mean 10% of every business in South Africa, of any size. Did you know that at the end of June this year, out of those of you that are or were still lucky enough to have a job at the time, 20% of you did not get paid your salary? That means that 2 out of every 10 of you did not get paid your salary at the end of June this year. Think about that for a minute. We are already in August and nothing has improved. In fact, things have got a lot worse. The government, in all their wisdom, have all but destroyed the hospitality industry, the hunting industry, the cigarette industry, well, the legal cigarette industry anyway, the alcohol industry, and a host of others. Remember, it is not these industries, but all other industries associated with them too. Tobacco farmers are not able to sell their produce. Their workers are not getting paid. The glass manufacturers have lost around 25 to 30% of their glass bottle orders that the alcohol industry normally uses. The wine farmers are not able to sell their wines. Therefore, their workers are not getting paid. This lockdown and subsequent prohibition on certain products has and still is crippling the economy as well as the average working man out there. Remember, everything is interconnected in some way, and if you break the chain, the whole thing will collapse. To understand this better, I thought I would give you this analogy. There is a certain forest in Australia. I forget the name of the forest, but the entire ecosystem in that forest, from the foliage to the animals in it, rely on a single fungus. The entire ecosystem starts with a fungus that grows in the area, and literally everything is dependent on that fungus for survival. If the fungus dies out for some reason, the entire forest and ecosystem will simply just cease to exist. Apart from the fact that it is now blatantly clear that the economy, and more specifically the white economy, has and is being deliberately targeted for extinction by the government, aka the ANC, the entire economy is dying a not so slow death, and the country as a whole is going to be the casualty here. But before that happens, if the government has anything to do with it, you are going to lose everything you have right now, what's left of it, that is. According to financial experts, we have now reached and passed the point of no return in South Africa. We have driven over the edge of the cliff and are in free fall. Everyone, at least the vast majority of the population, are sitting in their seats with their eyes tightly closed, refusing to open them and to acknowledge that there is literally nothing underneath you right now. Well, people, the crash is going to happen, and sooner than you think. Don't be caught with your pants down when we hit the dirt at the bottom. If you remember, I also told you that the government was going to take your pensions. I even had an insurance broker here in my house a while ago, who, when asked about this, said that it would never happen. In fact, he told me that it could not happen, because of a number of reasons he sucked out of his thumb. No doubt he was just regurgitating what he had been spoon-fed during one of the courses he had attended over the last few months. Well, my friends, you have now been told by the government, aka the ANC, that they are, in fact, going to take your pensions by passing laws that will make it legal for them to force pension funds to invest your money in government infrastructure development. Just how investing in a new road or a state-owned building or a bridge or any other infrastructure project are ever going to generate any return to repay these pension funds is beyond me. To rub even more salt into these wounds, the ANC has also recently announced that they will now hold on to anyone's pension for 3 years after you retire and decide to immigrate. Now, when a government can take 500 billion rand and make it vanish into thin air in a mere 3 months. That's 500 billion rand. Please tell me where they are going to find your pension 3 years after they have taken possession of it. Okay, enough of the doom and gloom. I think that each and every one of you have either experienced the effects of this economy meltdown personally, in some way, shape or form, by now, or you know at least one person who has. I've often been accused of highlighting the problems we face, but not offering any solutions. So I'm now going to try to offer you a solution to this problem. In one of my videos where I talked about the government taking your pensions as well as any other assets they felt like under the expropriation bill, which by the way is also something most people said would never happen, I told you about an investment I was using that both protected my assets from the crashing rand and from the grubby hands of the government, but also paid me a healthy return at the same time. Well, I am still using them and have helped 45 other forward-thinking people to protect their assets in the same way. For those of you who are still of the opinion that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are either a scam or a pyramid scheme, or in some cases the work of the devil, for those people, I have no hope. You should stick to the rand and carry on in your belief that paper money is the only real money. There is no hope for you. For those willing to listen with an open mind, I have something to share with you. Did you know that over the last 10 years, there has not been a single asset class anywhere on earth that has outperformed Bitcoin? Yes, you heard that right. Bitcoin has outperformed every single other asset and investment fund by a country mile. If that alone does not ring any bells in your head, nothing will. Take a look at this article. As the heading says, billion-dollar investment giant bringing Bitcoin to the masses, launching crypto ad campaign on CNBC, MSNBC, and Fox. I'm not going to read the whole article, but in short, this billion-dollar investment company is going to start promoting Bitcoin to the masses by advertising it on big mainstream media outlets. What do you think this is going to do to people's perception of Bitcoin? What effect do you think it is going to have on the Bitcoin price? I will leave a link to this article in the description for those that want to read it. I will also leave a link to one of these ads in the description field. Bitcoin is going mainstream, and those that resist it are going to be left behind holding onto bags of worthless paper. This is especially applicable in South Africa right now, with the inevitable collapse of the rand coming any day now, and the threat to pensions and private property. Large banks all over the world are also making huge purchases of Bitcoin at the moment in preparation for the acceptance by the masses. If you are still listening, there is hope for you. I am not a financial advisor and can therefore by law not offer you any financial advice, but I may repeat what the top financial gurus in the country are telling us, and that is to get your money out of the rand, out of the country, and out of these pension funds before these laws are passed. Failure to do this will surely result in you losing your money. It's that simple. That much is a certainty. If you have millions and access to it, as the financial gurus have advised, gold and silver are good hedges against what is coming. But remember, if you can't hold it in your hands, you don't own it. You want that gold or silver in your own safe, at home, or somewhere where you can have physical access to it 24/7. If you do not have millions, and even for those that do, physical gold and silver make very poor methods to pay for stuff at the shopping center. This is where Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies come in. I can already hear some of you saying that shopping centers do not take Bitcoin as payment. Well, actually some do. And for those that don't, there are prepaid debit cards available that you can load with Bitcoin and use to pay for goods at any outlet, just as you would use a regular Visa or MasterCard. For those that don't have one of these cards, such as myself, there is the ability to only keep a bare minimum of money in your regular bank account and keep the bulk of your assets in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. This way, if the rand crashes overnight or the government freezes bank accounts overnight, you stand to lose very little. Am I making sense yet? So where do we store this Bitcoin where it will be safe? If you are absolutely paranoid about security and just want to preserve what you have, I can show you how to generate a Bitcoin wallet on your computer totally offline and then to send your Bitcoin to that wallet. The only person on this earth who will ever have access to that wallet is you or whoever you give the keys to. This is how secure it is. Unfortunately, Bitcoin stored in this way are not working for you. They do not earn any kind of return for you. However, with the general uptrend in the value of Bitcoin over the last 10 years, the value of that Bitcoin is sure to increase over time by itself without you doing anything. Remember, Bitcoin has been the best investment over the last 10 years, bar none. This is not only for the benefit of South Africans either. I'd like to know of any institution where you can earn returns of 8% plus per month anywhere on earth as a regular person in the street. For those who would like their assets to work for them, I can introduce you to the Bitcoin investment business that I have been using since the 21st of December last year and have earned an average of around 8.5% per month since then, every month. My assets are safe from the grubby paws of the government. They are appreciating as the price of Bitcoin is increasing, and they are totally divorced from the Rand. So the day the Rand shrivels up and blows away, just as the Zim dollar did in less than 24 hours, my assets actually appreciate in value. Like I said before, if you are one of those people who think that Bitcoin is a scam or some kind of pyramid scheme or something from the devil and will not change your mind, I can't help you. For the rest, I want to help you to save what you have left. I want to help you to preserve what you have left and not to donate it to the ANC thieves unwillingly. I want to help you to become financially divorced from the system that is trying quite literally to wipe you out. I want to help you to stop financing your own demise. I want to help you to do all of this while at the same time exposing your assets to the minimum of risk. I want to see the ANC gone, and by not giving them access to more money, we can accomplish this sooner. It is in fact other people's money, your and my money, that is keeping them afloat right now. In the description field, you will find my email address. If you would like more information on how to protect your assets from the inevitable crash coming and the legalized theft of your assets, please use it to reach out to me. The sooner the better. Please remember to like and share this video on as many other social platforms as possible. It's the only way that my message gets out there. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I have to ask, why not? What have you got to lose? Just under and to the right of this video is the big red subscribe button. Click on it now. Also, click on the bell icon to receive notifications whenever I upload new content. If you would like to support my channel, in the description field I have supplied ways for both local as well as international viewers to make a contribution. I have also provided a Zapper code for you to scan. Simply pause the video right about now and scan the code. Any and all contributions will be welcomed and very much appreciated. As usual, to those amazing people that do contribute to my channel, I say a huge thank you. Stay safe out there. Until next time.